A senior forward, number 24, Jack Hamilton. A junior forward, number 12, Aiden Weaver. And a senior guard, number 5, Brendan Hart. The Patriots head coach is Eric Henryson, assisted by Brian Panarella, Jimmy Castiak, and John Michael McCardle, Joe Lepfin. Now the starting lineup for the Quakertown Panthers. A senior guard, number 1, Matt Catalano. Senior guard, number 3, Caden Rowley. Senior guard, number 12, Jack Gordon. A junior forward, number 25, Brendan Rusika. And a sophomore forward, number 32, Ty Wilkin. The head coach for the Panthers is Tony DaCosta, assisted by Joshua Rodriguez, Colin McIntyre, and Kevin Molosky. Before tonight's opening tip-off, if you'll be kind enough to rise, gentlemen, remove your caps as we pay tribute to our country and our flag, honoring them with the playing of our national anthem.
Back live to Quakertown High School basketball as the Panthers are set to take on the CB East Patriots. You are here live with Will Stike and Blake Grieschmer.
Quakertown looking for their first win tonight. Yesterday they lost in a close one, 60-48 to Upper Dublin. Jack Gordon had 15 points and Caden Rowley had 12.
Matt Catalano, Jack Gordon, Caden Rowley, Brennan Rizicka, and Ty Wilkin set to start for Quakertown, along with Jason Markowitz, Joe Jackman, Jack Hamilton, Brendan Hardy, and Aiden Weaver for CB East. Brennan Rizicka will do the tip. East wins the tip. Jackman has the ball. He passes it over to Markowitz. Markowitz back into the corner to Hardy. Markowitz fires one up.
Nice
and
shot
he hits.
by Markowitz.
East 3, Quakertown 0. Rowley dribbling up the court. Jackman on him. Switches over. Weaver at the top. Wilkin has it. Gives it back to Wilkin. Wilkin pounds low. Up. No good. Good defense there by number 24, Jack Hamilton. As Jackman now pushing the ball, he stumbles, gets it out to, and Markowitz hits the 3.
Number 3.
Wilkin looking to get it in, gets it into Catalano, back to Wilkin, back to Catalano. As Catalano will dribble up the court with Markowitz on him. Catalano at the top of the key, gives it a roll, he turned over, and there'll be a foul there by Matt Catalano.
CB East won their last game 62-41 against Penn Ridge. 50% on the field goals.
And Jackman crosses half court. And he gives it over to Markowitz. Back to Jackman for three. No good. Rowley gets the
Tough
rebound.
shot.
Rowley pushes it up court. Markowitz on him. Swings it over to Gordon. Wilkin in the corner. Wilkin. ISO. Gives it back to Rizika. Rowley's got it now on number 12, Aiden Weaver. Rowley gets open for three.
Tough
Misses
miss
it.
by Rowley.
And Rizika will get the foul. Trying to go up for a rebound. He swiped number 5, Brendan Hardy.
Panther foul by number 25, Brendan Ruzicka, his first team.
CB East is 44% on three-pointers in the last game.
Jackman will dribble it up the court. He passes it back to Hardy, who hands it off to Markowitz. Over to Hamilton. Gives it inside to Weaver. Weaver out to number 5, Brendan Hardy for three. Misses. Rowley gets another rebound. Caden Rowley tries to go left on Jackman. Nothing there. Gives it to Rizika, back to Catalano. Catalano at the top. He resets. Catalano gets a screen by Rizika. Gives it off to Wilkin. Nothing there. Wilkin drives. Look, shoots. Short. And number 12, Aiden Weaver, will push it up the court. Throws it to Markowitz, to Jackman. Gives it back to Markowitz for an open three. Misses it. Weaver gets the rebound. He throws it over to number 5, Brendan Hardy, who gives it to Jackman, down to Markowitz. Throws it across court all the way to Hamilton, who drives. Nothing there. Gives it to Weaver, over to Markowitz. Weaver sets the screen, gives to Jackman. Almost a push off there by Jackman. Markowitz for three. And Rowley will foul him there. And Markowitz will go to the line for three.
Foul on number 3, Caden Rowley, his first team, the third. On the line, shooting three will be Jason Markowitz.
Last game, 24, Jack Hamilton dunked on an alley-oop.
Markowitz misses the first. He'll take his second. And he hits the second. East 7, Quakertown 0. Markowitz hits the second. Rizika will inbound to Wilkin. Weaver fouls number 32, Ty Wilkin. And Wilkin inbounds.
Rowley up the court. Good move by Rowley. Out to the end. Oh, and it's out of bounds. East ball.
Good move there by Rowley, not unable to connect on the pass. Number 5, Brendan Hardy, will inbound to Jackman. Hamilton goes up and he finishes for 2. And Quakertown will use a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout there by Coach Sikosko, who will talk it over with his team as Quakertown is down 10-0 to CB East.
Shane Kennedy, number 10, will be coming in for the
Shane Kennedy checking in now. There'll be no sub-ins for Quakertown.
Number 32, Ty Wilkin, will inbound the ball for Quakertown. As Rowley and Catalano split at the top of the key. Rowley gets it. And Rowley will walk it up with Hardy on top of him. Rowley gets it across half court. As he'll look to set up a play. He gives it to Wilkin. Sets a screen for Catalano. Gordon looks to go back door, had him. Catalano at the top. Hardy on him. Gordon fires a three. Good shot there by Jack Gordon. As Quakertown hits the three and they're in the full court press. Catalano picks up Hamilton. He gives it over to Kennedy. And Kennedy will give it back to Jackman. Number one, Jacob Kaminsky will turn the ball over for East.
Brendan Ruzicka with the throw-in.
And a foul there by Jackman. He's unhappy. Hardy trying to calm him down. And
Now
Gordon
number
will
12
inbound.
Throw in. Here goes Catalano.
Catalano dribbles right with Kaminsky on him. Rolling at the top of the key. Down low to Wilkin. Wilkin up. Misses. Tries to get his own board. Gets it. And he's a little strong on that one. As Hardy up the court. Number 10, Shane Kennedy, throws it across court to Jackman, who steps back and drills one. Good play there by Joe Jackman.
Gordon up the court. Drives in. And shot. And two.
And one there by Jack Gordon, whose favorite basketball player is Tyler Hero. Shooting guard on the Miami Heat.
Good field goal for Jack Gordon. He'll shoot one. 23, Luke Bauer into the game for Quakertown.
23, Luke Bauer checks in for the game as number 20,
Gordon
Brendan
shot
Ruzicka
misses.
checks out. Excuse me, 25.
Now Kaminsky takes it up the court.
And Hamilton's got it. And Kaminsky fires, misses. And number 2, Liam Kaminsky, gets the rebound.
Ball out of bounds on number 3. Throw in here. Shane Kennedy.
2 Kaminsky brothers on the court. As number 10, Shane Kennedy, will inbound. And he gives it out. Number 2's got it, Liam Kaminsky. Throws it back over to number 1, Jacob Kaminsky. And Liam Kaminsky looks to drive. He throws a bad pass out of bounds, targeting number 24, Jack Hamilton.
Wilkin on throw-in.
And Ty Wilkin will look to throw it in. Jack Gordon cuts. Sloppy pass there by Tyler Wilkin. Trying to get it into Matt Catalano.
Number 10, Shane Kennedy to throw it in now for East.
He throws it inbounds to Jacob Kaminsky, the freshman guard. And Hamilton's got it. Kennedy takes the 3. Rims in and out. Bauer's got it. He'll look to push. And off the hand of number 10, Shane Kennedy. At about half court, Luke Bauer will inbound the ball. And he gives it to Wilkin. Catalano grabs it. And he'll look to come up the court on number 1, Jacob Kaminsky. And Wilkin's got it to the top. Number 2, Liam Kaminsky tries to get a steal. Doesn't. Trey Perez in the game. Airballs a 3. And Jacob Kaminsky looks to shoot nothing. He gives it to Liam, who misses.
Rebounded by Ty Wilkin.
And tough defense there by Kaminsky. And he'll foul Wilkin. Caden Rowley comes to the box, and he's going to check in for Matt Catalano as Ozzie Grimmage will check in here for Tyler Wilkin. Or my bad, Jack Gordon. Luke Bauer will inbound the ball. He goes backcourt to number 11, Trey Perez. Dribbles up and throws it over to Wilkin. Wilkin tries to drive, nothing there. Grimmage drives baseline. Gives it to Bauer. Bauer on the jumper, hits.
Nice shot by Bauer. Scores 7 to 13. Visitors winning right now. Minute 30 left in the first.
Joe Jackman will dribble up the court for the CBE's Patriots, and he gives it over to number 2, Liam Kaminsky, who's got it now. Drives baseline, pulls up for the jumper. Bit long, Luke Bauer grabs the rebound. Bauer driving up the court. Jackman almost gets the steal, doesn't. He gets it over to Rowley. Wilkin, Rowley drives. Gives to Grimmage at the top of the key, and Grimmage will set up. Gives it over to Perez. Perez for an open 3. Just a bit long. And number 1, Jacob Kaminsky gets the rebound. And then a frustration foul there by Tyler Wilkin.
Bounded in by Kaminsky here.
And number 24, Zach Fondle will check into the game for number 32, Tyler Wilkin. Fondle's first appearance. And Kaminsky inbounds to Jackman. Jackman gives back to Kaminsky, and Kaminsky walks it over half court. He throws it back to Jackman, who gives it back to Kaminsky, and Jackman takes a long 3, little short. He's made those before, though. And Grimmage drives with a nice drive to the hoop, just short. Fondle gets the rebound, who then misses, and Grimmage gets the rebound and goes up, and he'll get fouled.
Grimmage here for 2. And the first is off.
CB East won both matchups last year against Quakertown by a fairly wide margin. As number 10, Shane Kennedy, gets the rebound and gives it to number 23, Joe Jackman, who's got it on the logos. Caden Rowley will come up to guard him. And Rowley putting nice pressure on him. Almost 5 seconds there. Gives it to number 11, Brett Young, who drills the 3, and Coach Tacosco.
Caden Rowley slowly getting up.
Oh, Caden Rowley comes up a little hobbled there, grabbing at his, looks like to be his ankle. Rowley, a tough kid. Gonna try to stay in here. I think they're gonna get a sub though for him, as Matt Catalano will check in, and Rowley will take a seat. Hope he's okay.
Luke Bauer to throw it in here.
And with 8 seconds on the clock in the first quarter, he checks it in. Fondle goes to try to get around Jackman, gives to Catalano. Catalano to Bauer. Bauer drives, and he goes up. And with .1 on the clock, Bauer's going to draw the foul and go to the line for 2. Good play there by number 23, Luke Bauer, who received the pass there from number 1, Matt Catalano. His favorite NBA player is Kyrie Irving.
2 shots on the line, Luke Bauer.
Bauer swishes the first. And both swish.
And at the end of the first quarter, CB East Patriots lead 16-9 against the home team, Quakertown Panthers.
Tonight's game is sponsored QNB Bank, your community bank where your business is our business. Visit any one of
CB East finished last year with a total record of 13-11, 7-6 in league play. Their captains for this year are number 23, Joe Jackman, number 5, Brendan Hardy, and number 15, Anthony Giordani, who is not playing because I believe he got hurt playing football. And the refs blow it in. Head coach, Coach DeCasco, breaks the huddle. And he is telling Matt Catalano where to line up. Number 11, Trey Perez. Number 23, Luke Bauer. Number 24, Zach Fondle. Number 1, Matt Catalano. And number 10, Ozzie Grimmage are in the game here for Quakertown as Grimmage will inbound. Markowitz, Hardy, Hamilton, Weaver,
Out to Catalano.
and Jackman in for East, their starters. And Bauer's got it here. Gives it to Perez. And Perez got at the top, Weaver in coverage. Gives it to Bauer. Bauer dribbles into trouble. And they're going to get a reach-in foul there by number 12, Aiden Weaver. And East already in the bonus. Not a good sign for them.
Now it's going to be number 23, Luke Bauer, with 2 shots.
Weaver and Hamilton down low to box out. Bowers misses the front end. Tough shot there by Luke Bowers. It rims in and out. And Hamilton dribbles up to Jackman, over to Hardy. Jackman has it now at the top of the key. He gives it over to Hardy. Back to, and they're going to get a travel there from number 5, Brendan Hardy.
Now for Quakertown, Luke Bauer to throw it in.
Hardy in coverage on number 1, Matt Catalano, as number 24, Zach Fondle sets a nice screen there.
Catalano's driving up the court.
And Matt Catalano sets the screen here for Trey Perez. He's got Hamilton in coverage. He pokes it out off the tip. Won't be a backcourt violation. They throw it to Fondle. Catalano drives. Fondle tries to get the board, won't. Markowitz covers it up. Jackman dribbling hard up the court, goes behind his back, and they're going to get a foul there on number 23, Luke Bauer. His first foul of his first half.
Jack Gordon back in for the Panthers.
Quakertown is 2 away from the bonus.
Brendan Hardy to throw it in here.
Jack Gordon checks in for Trey Perez. And Hardy looking for someone. He goes up top to Jackman. Back in the corner to Hardy. Luke Bauer on defense. Catalano's up top covering Jackman. Jackman goes right by him, misses it. Luke Bauer gets a foul. Weaver's going to get over the back call there. And it'll be Quakertown ball. Well, actually, Quakertown will be shooting a one-on-one because they're in the bonus. And
Luke
had
Bauer
possession of
again
the
to shoot.
basketball.
Number 11, Brett Young back in for the Patriots. Luke Bauer on the line will be shooting a one.
Ozzie Grimmage and Zach Fondle in the middle there, trying to get the rebound here. Luke Bauer with the first. And he misses the front end again. Got to start making them if you're Quakertown. And over to Markowitz to Hardy. And Hamilton at the top. And Hardy's got it at the top. He swings it left to Markowitz as he throws it across court to Jackman. Inside to Hamilton. And number 11, Brett Young will drive. And they kick it out to Jackman. And from the top, he hits a long 3. As East takes the 10-point lead. Jack Gordon now has the ball, and he'll dribble it up on Jason Markowitz. And Gordon looks and sets someone up. Grimmage, the drive left, give it back to 23, Luke Bauer. The nice drive right around number 5, Brendan Hardy. He lays it up and in as Quakertown cuts the lead to 8, but here comes Jackman. And
Jackman on the drive. Gets a foul.
Panther foul on number 10, Ozzie Grimmage, his first team.
Foul on Ozzie Grimmage.
Grimmage got him on the body.
2 shots at the line, Joe Jackman.
Here goes Joe Jackman for 2.
Brennan Rizicka and Caden Rowley will check in here as Zach Fondle and Ozzie Grimmage check out. 5:51 remaining in the second quarter. Jackman, his second, looking to advance the lead to 10. And he can't. Rizicka gets the rebound, throws it over to Catalano, up court to Rowley. Rowley drives, spins on Jackman. Jackman plays nice D though and stops him. Rizicka's got it here on Hamilton. And he gives it to Catalano as Catalano will shoot, and he's short. Rowley gets the rebound, and he fires, and he hits a nice J. Good shot there by number 3, Caden Rowley. His favorite basketball player is Kobe Bryant.
He's looking like Kobe Bryant out there.
Yes, he is. And Jackman's got it at the top. Throws it over to Markowitz. And Bauer with the nice steal. As Quakertown pushing, and here comes Rowley again. Rowley swings it to Catalano, back to Rowley, up top to Gordon. And he wants the screen, he wants the 3. And he shot it. Ooh.
Bauer goes for the rebound, misses.
And a decent drive out to number 11. Brett Young misses it, bounces over the backboard, out of bounds, Quakertown ball. And number 1, Jacob Kaminsky, checks in here for number 3, Jason Markowitz.
Number 23, Luke Bauer to throw it in here. Looking for senior captain, Matt Catalano.
As Catalano crosses half court here with Hardy in coverage. And they give it to Rizicka on the left wing. He hands it off to Bauer. Bauer's going to drive right, spin left, up and under. Oh,
nice move.
And just misses it there. Good move by Luke Bauer. And Hardy up the court to Jackman. Jackman over to Hamilton. Hamilton pump fakes, drives, kicks it out to Young. As he hits one there. He had missed his last 2, but a nice shot there by Brett Young.
Rowley up the court.
And Rowley crosses there on number 1, Jake Kaminsky. As he'll set up. Quakertown down 10. They give it to Luke Bauer on the left wing.
Score is 23-13.
He drives, hands it off to Gordon. Gordon at the top here on Young. Rizicka to Catalano. Catalano's going to take a 3. A nice open shot. Good screen there by Brennan Rizicka on a nice hit by Catalano. As Quakertown cuts the lead to 7.
Rowley goes for the steal.
Jackman drives, uses his right hand and lays it up and in. Good drive there by Jackman.
Here goes Gordon.
And
drives
Gordon
in.
just short.
Misses.
And Hamilton short.
Here goes Rowley.
And Rowley will dribble up the court. And he gives to Catalano. Catalano's going to drive left, spin right. And the official's going to get him there on a travel.
Here goes number 1, Jacob Kaminsky to throw it in.
Ty Wilkin will check in for Luke Bauer. As Wilkin, a sophomore, who played last year as well. Solid player for Quakertown. Coach Chikosco weaving him around on defense. And Jackman's got it at the top. And they're going to get a foul. An illegal screen there by number 24, Jack Hamilton. Coach Eric Henderson will call a timeout, 30-second. CB East leads 25-16. With 2:58 remaining here in the second quarter. Looks like number 11, Brett Young, number 23, Joe Jackman, number 1, Jacob Kaminsky, number 24, Jack Hamilton, and number 5, Brendan Hardy are on the floor for CB East. And number 3, Caden Rowley, number 32, Tyler Wilkin, number 1, Matt Catalano, number 25, Brennan Rizicka, number 12, Jack Gordon. It's Coach Chikosco's 5. And Hamilton underneath with a nice move as he banks it off the backboard for 2.
Here goes Rowley, trying to move some. And he's up the court.
Rolly with a floater short. Tries to grab his own board. Won't. Jackman one-on-one here. Gordon,
Jackman
good
off the
defense
backboard.
there.
Here goes Rizika.
And here
There's Al
comes.
Wilkin, my bad.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And Gordon hits it hard. It looks like he dribbled off his foot.
Both players went down on that one.
CB East 27, Quakertown 16.
Here goes Joe Jackman to throw it in to Jacob Kaminsky.
And Kaminsky across half court, gives to Jackman in the middle to Young. And Jackman's gonna get a screen here by Young. And he gives it back out to Brett Young.
The three.
And a swoosh there for Brett Young.
Here goes Caden Rowley.
And that's his third or fourth three of the night. Quakertown dribbles across half court. They're down 14. As Coach DeCosco will take a full 60-second timeout here. With
2 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second.
Brendan Rizika, Jack Gordon, Tyler Wilkin, Matt Catalano, and Caden Rowley on the court here for Coach DeCosco. They need to get something going here, down 14 with 2:07 remaining in the second quarter.
Here goes Rizika to throw it in. Over to Catalano.
And a nice play there. Gordon's now got a one-on-one, goes up and over and lays it in. There you go, Quakertown.
Nice movement of the ball.
And Quakertown cuts it to 12. Jackman drives, and they'll get a foul here on number 1. Senior captain, Matt Catalano. Tough foul there, as Jackman will go to the line for 2.
Matt Catalano is second, team 7th. Will shoot one-on-one on the line.
Excuse me, a one-on-one. He needs the first,
There goes Jackman.
and he drills the first, so he will get 2. Joe Jackman, CB East leading scorer, having another good game tonight as he hits his second. And
Jackson
Ty
2 for
Wilkin
2.
will inbound the number 1, Matt Catalano. As Catalano dribbles across half court. Rowley comes up here. And he gets a screen by Rizika. Rowley's going to go back right with Kennedy in coverage. Screen there. And Rowley crosses over.
From deep.
Woo!
And a three.
Nice shot there by Caden Rowley. A much needed three-pointer for Quakertown basketball. As he crossed Shane Kennedy up.
Ooh.
And a charge taken by number 12, Jack Gordon.
Joe Jackman
As
with the charge.
Jackman gets up and complains.
Foul number 23, Joe Jackman is second, team's 10th.
Sophomore Ty Wilkin to throw it in here.
Jack Hamilton back in.
Over to senior captain Matt Catalano.
And number 1, Matt Catalano, dribbling up half court. Freshman guard Kaminsky in coverage. And Gordon. And they switch off here. Kennedy's on him.
Brzika with the
Brzika
screen.
sets the screen. Oh, and Gordon.
From
Oh,
deep.
God. Bad shot there by Gordon. Little bit out of his range, I'd say. But he can make them.
Panther foul number 32, Ty Wilkin is second.
And Wilkins going to commit a foul here on number 10,
Kennedy.
Shane Kennedy. And they go to the line for 1-on-1 as East leads 32-21 over Quakertown.
58 seconds left in the second.
Quakertown could use a miss here by Kennedy. And Gordon on the sideline there talking to Coach DeCosto. And Kennedy hits the first. Luke Bauer goes to the line to check in, and they'll bring Ty Wilkin out, make sure he doesn't pick up his third. As Kennedy looks to extend the lead here to 13. And he'll come up just short there. Ooh. A good box out there by Luke Bauer as Hamilton flops on the ground.
Patriot foul on number 24, Jack Hamilton. His first, team's 10th. We are in the double bonus. He'll shoot two on the line. Luke Bauer.
Here goes Luke Bauer.
Bauer will go to the line for two as Quakertown's in the double bonus. And Bauer hits the first. Good shot there by Luke Bauer.
Brings it within 11.
56.8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Bauer for his second. And he comes up short. Hamilton grabs the board and he'll push it up court. He gives it off to Markowitz, who's got it to Liam Kaminsky. Markowitz back, pump fakes, and he'll set up again. And Hamilton, threw his hands there. They were looking for an alley-oop. Wasn't the best pass, and Hamilton couldn't finish it.
Here's Luke Bauer to throw it in here. Matt Catalano brings it up the court.
And Catalano dribbles over half court here with about 30 seconds remaining. Rowley cuts, nothing. Bauer's got it at the top. Ruzicka at the top of the key. He gives it over to Rowley. Gordon cuts, nothing there. Rowley still got it here. Brett Young on him. And Quakertown's probably going to hold for one. And Rowley's going to dribble it out here. 10 seconds remaining. Ruzicka coming up. He's going to set a screen. 6, 5, 4. Rowley takes the deep three. Oh, just short. And Jack Hamilton grabs the rebound. And at the end of the first half, Quakertown is down 11 to the CB East Patriots, 33-22. Welcome back to the second half of Quakertown basketball as the visiting team CB East leads 33-22. Quakertown will go with their starters: Tyler Wilkin, Brendan Rizicka, Matt Catalano, Caden Rowley, and Jack Gordon. CB East will also go with their starters here as Weaver, Hardy, Markowitz, Hamilton, and Jackman are on the floor. As Jackman looks to inbound here looks to be number 24, Jack Hamilton. And Hamilton dribbles it across half court and slows it over to Joe Jackman, who passes to Markowitz inside there to Weaver. And Jackman drives, misses the easy layup. And an air ball there.
And the put up by number 23,
But Joe Jackman gets the board and lays it in. A nice play there by Joe Jackman.
Here for the M1.
Jackman plans to play college basketball. Doesn't know where yet. And Joe Jackman for 2. Or my bad, a 1-on-1.
Here goes Rowley.
Sorry. Catalano passes it to Rowley. To Wilkin. Rizicka. And a foul on number 23, Joe Jackman.
Gordon here to inbound it.
As number 12, Jack Gordon, will inbound on the baseline. And he throws it up top. Bad pass there by Gordon as it's intercepted by number 12, Aiden Weaver, who hands it off to number 23, Joe Jackman, and throws it over to Markowitz. Markowitz back to Jackman, inside to Weaver. Weaver to the post up, Rizicka. Over the top of Rizicka, misses, gets his own rebound out to Hamilton. Back to Jackman. Jackman's going to drive. Corner 3 open for Hardy.
And he makes it.
And he hits that as East will advance their lead by 16. And Rowley on Jackman. Passes it to Gordon. Screen there by Wilkin. Gordon drives. And a tough play there by Joe Jackman. It's going to be off of Caden Rowley on the sideline. And Central Bucks East will take over at about midcourt here.
Here goes
They'll inbound it.
Markowitz to inbound it.
Jackman.
23
Jackman at the top, drives left, pulls up for the jumper. Off the back iron. Bounces into Gordon's hands and he'll push left. And he gives it over to Rowley, who's covered tightly by Jackman. And Rowley's going to look to make a move as Catalano crosses in front of him. Rowley still dribbling. He gives it.
It's out of bounds.
And a nice break on the ball there by Hardy as he'll tap it out of bounds.
Here's a timeout.
And Coach Quakertown's head coach will take a 30-second timeout.
Score here is 38-22 with 6:15 left in the third.
Quakertown's coach DeCosta trying to draw up a play here for Quakertown as he tells them where to line up as Rizicka will inbound. They're going to be in a stack look here about the top of the key, and they just inbound it backcourt to Matt Catalano. And Catalano crosses half court, and he's going to dribble into a trap.
Got doubled.
And he gets the steal, and Wilkin
Nice
with the
layup.
open layup lays it in. Quakertown cuts it to 14. And Hamilton will dribble up the court. And he gives it over to Jackman, over to Hardy. And Hardy throws it across court to Markowitz with the open 3, misses. And Matt Catalano gets the board but loses it as that sets Hamilton up. Quakertown's got to get a rebound here. Too many second and third chances for Central Bucks East. As number 5, Brendan Hardy's going to inbound it on the baseline after Caden Rowley commits a reaching foul on what looks to be number 11, Brett Young. And they're going to get another foul here on number 32, Tyler Wilkin. And they're going to get Wilkin out of the game here as Luke Bauer, number 23, is going to check in.
Here goes Hardy.
Quakertown. And Jackman gets it, drives right past Gordon, who underneath.
Hardy, and he scores for 2.
Good execution there by Central Bucks East. And Gordon's going to have an open drive. Hamilton swats it. Gordon hits the ground hard, and open layup here from Markowitz as he lays it in. Not looking good here for Quakertown, but a good pass there by Rowley.
Gordon fumbles the ball.
He's unable to handle it, but luckily goes off the foot of looks to be Central Bucks East player Brendan Hardy.
Here goes Jack Gordon for the inbound.
Gordon gives it to Bauer, who drives right into the middle. Should have went up with it, but passed it away. And out of bounds. Off of East. And might have been a tip there, but it'll be Quakertown's ball as Luke Bauer inbounds to Matt Catalano.
Here goes Catalano.
Catalano gives to Rowley. Rowley with an open 3. In and out. Catalano gets the board. Goes down low. Nice play there by number 1, Matt Catalano.
Here goes number 23, Joe Jackman.
And Young drives, gives it to Hamilton. Jackman, deep 3.
Jackman misses.
And off the front iron as Rowley's going to scramble for the ball.
His ball.
And Coach Eric Henryson gets the timeout as Markowitz was on the ground with possession. Quakertown 26, Central Bucks East 42 with 4:27 remaining in the third quarter. Quakertown's going to need a run here. Number 1, Jacob Kaminsky checks in for the Central Bucks East Patriots as number 23, Joe Jackman, will take a seat. And Quakertown checks Trey Perez in here for Caden Rowley. And number...
Out to Jacob Kaminsky.
Hardy drives, fouled by Rizika. On the way up, he'll get 2 at the line. Brandon Rizika looks confused on that foul.
Panther foul number 12, Jack Gordon. His first, team 4th.
Brendan Hardy hits the first, and he'll get another one. And Hardy hits a second as that'll extend the CB East lead to 18. Catalano goes at the top, and he gives it over to Gordon. Gordon looking for a pass inside to Bauer, who fumbles it up.
And it's on the ground.
And Brett Young dives, but it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll remain Quakertown ball. And number 10, Shane Kennedy, checks in here for number 3, Jason Markowitz.
Here goes Bauer with the inbound.
And number 23, number 25, Brennan Rizika will inbound the ball. Back court here to Matt Catalano, who's going to take it across half court with Hardy on him. And east sideline hyped up there. As they'll get a steal.
He's going to throw it out of bounds.
Bad call there by the referee. That was clearly off number 1, Jacob Kaminsky. but East will get the ball as Kennedy inbounds it backcourt to Kaminsky, inside to Hardy, back out to Kennedy in the corner. Hardy's going to take the three, misses it. And Hamilton gets it. And 24 gets the foul.
Jack Hamilton, his second, team second. Ozzie Grimmage back into the game for the Panthers.
Here goes
Nazi
Perez.
checks in for the game here. As Trey Perez will inbound to number 1, Matt Catalano. And Catalano will dribble across half court.
Trying to make something happen here.
Perez at the top with a deep three. Just short.
Rebounded by Bauer.
And Bauer with a
Goes
nice
up.
tough fight inside. Hamilton grabs the board. He'll push it up left. Grimmage going to stop him. Nice defense there by Ozzie Grimmage as Luke Bauer checks onto him. Shane Kennedy at the top. And they're going to set something up here over to number 1, Kaminsky. Into the corner by Hardy. Hardy swings it across court to Hamilton. Grimmage bites on the pump fake there. And he's going to get a reach and foul.
Number 10, Ozzie Grimmage, his second, team fifth.
Number 24, Zach Fondle checks into the game. Looks like he could get on Coach Bennis's workout program.
Yeah, he could use it.
Could use a couple pounds.
Here goes Kaminsky.
And Grimmage will get the rebound. And he gives it to Catalano. Catalano's going to pull up for three. Short.
It's off.
And Hardy missed the chance at an open layup, but he'll still get the ball. And Kennedy driving baseline over to Young.
Young for three.
And he hits the tray ball as that'll extend the lead to 21. Not looking good for Quakertown. And Trey Perez is down. Well, he gets up. It looks to be his ankle. And he's going to check out of the game. And Owen Menzak is going to see his first action of the game. They're a fairly impressive opening night.
Here goes Catalano. Inbounded by Bauer.
And Zach Fondle sets the screen. Looks to roll. Fondle's going to post up. He's got a mismatch.
Ball out on East. Here goes number 45 Owen Menzak to throw it in here. Correction, Luke Bauer. Here goes Luke Bauer. Over to Matt
Catalano in the backcourt. Catalano dribbles across, and he'll give it to Menzak. And Menzak's going to look to set some up. A nice pass, Grimmage. That was just a bit too long. Grimmage couldn't handle it.
Here goes Young.
And over to Kaminsky. Fondle contest.
It's off.
Good board there by Fondle. He'll push. Good play there by Zach Fondle. He's going to dribble into trouble. Gets it over to Catalano.
Catalano drives out.
And Menzak for three. Oh. And he misses it. Bauer gets the board. And throws one off the backboard. As Kennedy gets the rebound and Hardy drives. A nice play there by Owen Menzak as he takes the charge on Brendan Hardy. Showing that toughness.
Here goes Luke Bauer to throw it in.
And Caden Rowley will check back into the game for number 1, Matt Catalano. Caden Rowley said his favorite food were wings, along with watching the MTV The Challenge show. Rowley tries to cross Hardy, and Fondle gets his pocket picked, but Luke Bauer gets it, and Fondle finishes. Zach Fondle lays it in off a nice pass there by Luke Bauer. And over to Kaminsky for three. And that'll quiet the crowd as he drills the three.
Here goes Rowley.
with 55 seconds here in the third quarter. Quakertown's Caden Rowley passes it, and Kaminsky breaks on it, and it'll go out of bounds. Remaining Quakertown ball.
Your score is 50-28. CB East up.
Luke Bauer will inbound the ball to Caden Rowley in the backcourt, and Rowley will. And they're going to get a foul here on number 2, Liam Kaminsky. His second of the game, team's fourth. And Luke Bauer will inbound the ball again to Caden Rowley in the backcourt. And Rowley crosses half court. He tries to cross Hardy. Gives it to Bauer. Bauer driving. Rowley takes the 3. Just a bit long there. As Kaminsky grabs the ball and pushes it on Grimmage. And there's Young up top to Kaminsky to Hardy for 3. In and out. Fondle with a nice strong rebound there. And he's driving with 15 seconds remaining. Fondle drives. Oh, Fondle lays it in. Good take there by Zach Fondle. See, Euro steps the defender. And then gets Euro stepped on the other end as Kaminsky finishes.
3 periods completed. Patriots 52, Panthers 30. Again, we'd like to thank tonight's game day sponsor QNB Bank.
Showing signs of promise there with the nice lay-in. And heading into the fourth quarter here, CB East has the lead 52-30 on Quakertown. As Quakertown will inbound the ball here to start the fourth quarter.
Looks like Perez is icing the ankle, sitting down. Not sure if he'll be back in the game.
Quakertown could use a miracle here.
Down 22, going into the fourth.
Caden Rowley talking to the team, showing his leadership. As Luke Bauer's going to inbound here, they need a bucket here to start. And Rowley's going to dribble across half court here. Dribbling out. Rowley going to cross left. And he throws it into traffic. They're going to get the foul there, a blocking foul, number 10, Ozzie Grimmage. As Central Bucks East will take over. Joe Jackman inbounds the ball. Jackman, also known as Joey Buckets. Haven't seen much of that in the second half, though.
And Roy draws a foul.
And Jack Gordon will inbound for Quakertown after Kaminsky commits his third foul of the game. Luke Bauer will check out there for Jack Gordon, so he will inbound the ball. Backcourt to Rowley. And Rowley's going to dribble it across half court. Rowley gives it to Bauer. Jackman picks his pocket. Lays it in. Good play there by Jackman. As they'll extend the lead to 24. And Grimmage pulls up. In and out. And Fondle playing defense on Hamilton. As Gordon hits the ground, no call there. As they are
they're all hitting the ground.
harassing Jackman, but they're going to call a foul there.
And a foul number 23, Luke Bauer, his second. Team 7. Will shoot 1 and 1. At the line, Joe Jackman.
Brandon Rosick will check in here for Zach Fondle. As he'll go down low to inbound. Excuse me, Tyler Wilkin.
Here goes Jackman. He makes the first.
Jackman makes the front end of the 1-on-1 there. Common theme for CBEs tonight. As he'll look to take his second here. And he hits his second.
That's 2 for 2.
And that'll push East lead to 26. As Rowley's going to dribble across half court. Wilkin will set the screen. And they're going to get a reach-in foul here on Kaminsky. And Bauer inbounds here to Rowley. And Luke Bauer lays it in off the nice pass there by Ty Wilkin. And Liam Kaminsky's going to have to check out here.
Not sure what for.
I would assume there's blood on his jersey. You're not allowed to play in a game with blood on your jersey. And he looks like he's going over to the trainer to get it cleaned off. That is number 10, Shane Kennedy checks in for him. And Kennedy throws it over to Kaminsky. Kaminsky dribbles into trouble. Rowley scoops the ball. He's driving hard and he lays it up and in. Good play there by Caden Rowley. As number 10, Shane Kennedy going to inbound. Quakertown in the press, trying to cause some havoc. And Wilkin contests the field goal. And one there for Brendan Hart. Brendan Hart makes the free throw. And Ty Wilkin with Weaver on him. Backs him down. Throws it over the top of Kennedy's head to Caden Rowley. As Rowley dribble around at the top. He's looking to get it down low to Wilkin. As Wilkin will post up. Swing underneath. Take the jumper. He's short. Gordon gets a nice score and Gordon lays it in. Oh, Quakertown 36, East 59. As Luke Bauer gets a nice steal. And turns it back over as Hart lays it in. And Bauer will inbound to Rowley. And Rowley will walk it up the court as it looks like Matt Catalano and Brendan Rosica will go to the table to check in.
5 minutes left in the fourth.
And Wilkin drives,
Shots off.
stops, misses.
Here goes Hart.
Rowley's going to be in coverage here on Hart as he gives it off to Kennedy with Bauer on him. Wilkin, nice hustle there by Ty Wilkin, can't get it.
Kaminsky.
And Ozzie Grimmage will commit the foul there on Jacob Kaminsky. CBE 61, Quakertown 36. Tough game for Quakertown tonight.
Here goes Kaminsky.
Kaminsky hits the front end of the 1-and-1. And Jason Markowitz and Brett Young here will check in for number 23, Joe Jackman, and number 5, Brendan Hart. And Catalano's going to walk it up the court here. And he's waving Rowley, but he'll pass it to him. And Wilkin tries to set a screen, doesn't. Rosica, Catalano, all the way back over to Gordon. Gordon makes a nice catch, gives it to Rowley. And they're going to get Tyler Wilkin here on a foul.
Luke Bauer's going to check in for Wilkin.
A push off, and Tyler Wilkin has fouled out of the game. 4:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. CB East with the lead, 63-36. And they inbound it here. Kennedy gives it back to Markowitz, over to Kaminsky, into the corner to Young. And he misses. Young gets his own rebound. Slap on the wrist there by Jack Gordon, and that's going to be a reach-in foul. And Quakertown is in the double bonus and will shoot 2 at the line.
Here goes Young. Misses the first.
Young misses the first.
Here goes the second.
Young, a junior guard, having a pretty nice night tonight as he hits second shot of the double bonus.
Catalano off the court. Trying to get something going here. Screen by Rizika.
Catalano gets a screen there by Rizika, gives it to Rowley. Catalano's got it at the top of the key. Gives it down to Bauer. Bauer over to Rizika. Over to Catalano, and Catalano, nothing doing as he'll set up again. Rizika drives, nice drive there by Rizika. Comes up just short on the layup. Bauer gets the board. Then Luke Bauer lays it in. Good hustle play there by Luke Bauer. And Rowley playing tight D. They're going to get him with a reach-in foul, as East will go to the line for 2 in the double bonus. Comiskey for his first. And he hits the first as it dribbles off the front iron and in. And Kaminsky shoots and hits it. Good shot there by Liam Kaminsky.
Here goes Catalano.
Catalano dribbles across half court. Rizika sets the screen. He gives it off to Bauer. Bauer to Gordon. Gordon's going to drive on the right baseline. Pounds up and in with the left hand. Good finish there by Jack Gordon as Quakertown reaches 40. And Jack Gordon with a hard slap there. No call though. And Rowley drives hard and lays it in. Good finish there by Caden Rowley. As Quakertown 42, Central Bucks East 66 with 2:40 remaining. Kaminsky back to Kaminsky. And no shot there. Foul will be on the floor. Still have 2 free throws.
2:37 left in the fourth. The Panthers 42, CV East 66.
And Jacob Kaminsky hits his first. This is the second. It's number 35, Joshua Lazinski, will go to the table to check in. And a nice drive by Matt Catalano. The and 1. Number 31, Joey Giordano checks into the game.
2 shots on the line, Catalano.
And Matt Catalano will shoot 2. And he misses the first. As number 35, Owen Menzak, number 10, Ozzie Grimmage, and number 24, Zach Fondle will check into the game for number 25, Brennan Rizicka, and captains number 3 and number 12, Jack Gordon and Caden Rowley. Catalano second, in and out with 2.5 remaining here. Young to the corner, Kaminsky drives, and number 4, Tyreek Tony Bailey misses that one. Kaminsky, nothing but net on that shot as Eastville waits 70.
With the screen.
And Menzak looking to get it inside the funnel, can't get there. Bauer's gonna look to drive right, gives it back to Catalano, over to Menzak, into the corner to Rowley. Fondle back up to Menzak, throws it over to Catalano, who's gonna set up a play. Fondle sets the screen as East is in a 2-3 zone here to finish the game. Grimmage will drive in, bouncing around, won't get it, and Tony Bailey gets the board as he'll push it up to Kaminsky, into the corner to Young, and he misses that one. And off of the hands there of number 35, Joshua Lazinski. And Fondle inbounds here to Catalano. Catalano will walk it up the court as we approach a minute left in the game. Catalano drives into trouble. And they're going to get a hold here on number 4, Tyreek Tony Bailey. And Catalano will have a 1-on-1 opportunity. And another missed 3 throw there by Catalano. It's not his night tonight. Kaminsky throws it over to number 22, Nick Rivera. He looks to drive, won't. And I believe East is just going to run this game out as they give it back to Kaminsky at the top. Fondle, tough coverage there. Takes one to the chin. Gets a foul. And he's not happy.
Kaminsky back at the line.
Kaminsky bricks the first. Misses the second as well.
Ozzie Grimmage with the throw-in. 36 seconds left.
Catalano will walk it up the court. CBE 70, Quakertown 42. As Fondle
Grimmage, lost ball.
sets the screen on Grimmage.
Gives it back to Fondle.
Down low, Fondle goes up, misses, foul called.
Fondle draws the foul.
And Fondle's gonna get a foul here as he'll go to the line for 2.
Fondle bricks the first. Switches the second. 1 for 2.
And East will hold it here to the end of the game with a final score of Central Bucks East 70 and your home team Quakertown Panthers 43. It's a tough game as they will take on Wissahickon back here at Quakertown High School. As you can join in live next Tuesday, January 19th. That is all for today as Blake Griesmer and Will Syke will check off.